there's a lot to like about former Baylor quarterback Charlie Brewer and now current Utah quarterback. And we've spent a few times, we've had a few videos out on Charlie Brewer and why he's a good quarterback, why he can be successful. We kind of talked about the spring game and why Utah fans should be excited about Charlie Brewer as their quarterback. But I want to talk about why I think he can help Utah win a Pac-12 championship. He's got a lot of good traits around him. Experience being probably his biggest thing he's got going for him, and playing in some big-time games. So we're going to dive into some film. We're going to watch the OU film, the Baylor OU film from 2019, one of his best games, and then the Texas Tech film from 2019, which he had 3 interceptions, had a rough game, but still led his team to win. I want to talk about each game briefly, but before we dive into the film and talk about why he can lead Utah to a Pac-12 championship, I just want to encourage you to consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. We put out quarterback content, film breakdowns, whatever it may be. As long as it's related to the quarterback position, it's fair game here. So we're going to look at the Texas Tech film first because it was kind of a rough game, but he found a way to win. So I think the fact that he just finds a way to win, even if he struggles, he had a bad game against Tech, but we're going to start off with the last drive of regulation where he drove his team down the field from the 1-yard line to tie the game. They eventually won to overtime. So a few kind of things to think about for the Texas Tech game is he threw 3 interceptions. They should have won the game. He threw some picks in the end zone, but regardless, they were down. He still found a way to win. He had some big-time throws, some really clutch throws on this drive against Tech. So the first 3 plays of this breakdown are going to be the last drive against Tech in regulation, and then we'll have some more clips from the game that happened earlier. But just put yourself in the situation. He's thrown 3 interceptions. It's been a rough game. He still finds a way to win. So he just grits it out, finds a way to win. So that attitude, that experience, I think is going to bode well at Utah, especially with the players that he has around him. And they should have won this game against Tech in regulation. There's a drop touchdown pass, but that's neither here nor there. So again, just pay attention to the situation. And then let's look at his ability in later games against Oklahoma. Even though they lost, he had a good game there, and he was very decisive in his decision making. Whenever Brewer is decisive, whenever he's a decisive thrower, is when he's at his best as a thrower. And so if you can get him to feel comfortable in the offense and be decisive, which he was in the spring game, now it's a spring game, but still he went 15 to 15, I believe. So if you can kind of get that to continue and transition over to the season, then you're going to have a really good quarterback. So when he's decisive, he has good anticipation throws. He plays to his strength. Doesn't have a super strong arm, but whenever he is able to be decisive in his throws, it helps receivers get open, it helps his throws, and he can kind of mask any deficiencies he has. Not that he has a bad arm, but it's just not his strong point. So you're going to see him when he's at his best, he's decisive. He's able to use his legs as well as a runner and throwing on the run and kind of put defenders in bad situations. So again, we'll start with the Texas Tech game. We'll start with that last drive against Texas Tech in regulation that led to tying the game, and then they eventually went overtime. And then we're going to watch some of his ability to run, throw on the run, and then whenever he is decisive is when he's at his best. We're going to see a few of those examples as well. But I think if he does all of that, I think that Utah has a chance to win the Pac-12 championship. Enough of me talking. Let's dive into the film of Charlie Brewer. So this is a big time throw for Charlie Brewer here. And before you watch it, let me set up the scene for you. So you see that the 1-yard line, it's like 2nd and 18. So they'll have to go to like the 20-ish yard line to get a first down. Baylor is down by 3 points right now. And I believe Charlie Brewer's already had his 3 interceptions. So it's been a rough game for him. They're down by 3 points. They should be up in the game. There's only like a minute and 20-something seconds left. And so they have to at least get in position of a manageable third down. So let's go ahead and watch this play. But I wanted you to know what the setting was right now. Really, it's even more impressive type of throw here. Big time setting. Running back cuts open out of the backfield. Boom, first down. What a throw there, especially with the situation. Then they go into hurry up. So again, 2nd and 18, minute 20 left from the 1-yard line, down by 3. That's a clutch throw there. So look at this throw here. There's about 50 seconds left in the game, down by 3. I think it's a first down, but regardless, they're on their own 30-something yard line, down by 3. 50-something seconds left in the game. Brewer steps up. This gives this guy a chance. Hell of a catch there. Pretty good throw, too, because considering the fact he's on the run, he throws it to space, right? On the run, just throws it to space. The defender's not. Receiver makes a hell of a catch to get to the, not to Utah, excuse me, to get to Texas Tech side of the field. Again, very clutch throw here. Staying calm under pressure. Throws it to space. Hell of a catch. Jeez. So same drive here to try to tie it. We'll see Brewer throw it on the run. Middle field's wide open. Not very good defense by Texas Tech, but great job by Brewer just to find a way, just to make a play and find a way. Good job to get them down there on that throw. Let's go ahead and watch the end zone angle. Again, there's not much time left. Down by 3. Under a minute. Probably like 40-something seconds here, I believe. Gets upfield, eyes downfield, throws on the run. Good job. Wow. So here's a play that Utah fans will love. And remember, against Texas Tech, he threw 3 interceptions, so he just had to find a way to get the job done. He does it. Watch him barrel over this guy to get into the end zone. Again, he's not a big guy. Puts his head down. There's like 3 defenders there, doesn't care. Showing his toughness and just his willingness to take a hit to get a touchdown. Again, this is Utah football right here to a T. Just toughness, finding a way to get it done. Something that Brewer just did. He just found a way, even though he struggled this game, was able to find a way to get it done and lead them to a win. Let's go ahead and watch this angle here, just so we can see the hit here. You can see Brewer's angle. Nothing there. Decides to take off, puts his head down. Touchdown. I love that he gets up too. So here's an encouraging play for Utah fans that Brewer makes, and it's throwing the ball downfield. So a lot of times you see there's kind of Brewer throwing short to intermediate routes, but this is a great ball here, and so you continue to have success with those shorter throws. Eventually it leads to these type of throws. Pressure in the face, ball is out now as the receiver is even with the DB, like we always talk about. If the receiver is even, he's leaving. Pressure coming in. Brewer's able to deliver a good ball. Hell of a catch too, but just showcasing the ability to throw it downfield and taking the shot when it's there, right? Let's go ahead and watch the other angle. I think we're going to be behind the center angle here. Yes. Can you see the pressure in his face? Steps up, delivers a good throw. Receiver makes a good catch. So we're going to see a good job by Brewer throwing on the run. Just going to the right here. Good touch on this ball to fit it over the DB and the trailing DB going there. So he has to put a little mustard in the ball, but it's really good touch throw as you see this deep out here. And notice the DBs he has to throw over right here. Good job thrown on the run. So I think this is something else that Utah will really be able to utilize with Brewer, getting him outside the pocket, giving him the option to run or throw, or at least putting the defense in an awkward position, right? So if you can put the defense in a bad position here, you can set up throws like that. So here's a really, really good throw by Brewer. We're going to see a deep out here. Great coverage here. Not a lot of space to fit the ball into, but he's able to do it. That's a good ball, and he's able to do that because of the good anticipation throw that he has, being decisive. Hitch up. He hitches up in the pocket. We got two guys covering the same field. Not sure what OU is doing there. One guy should probably be dropped back, or one guy out this way. Regardless, they're in the same space. There's still not a ton of space to fit that ball. Brewer does a good job. 3-step with a hitch. Ball comes out as the receiver's turning around. Great anticipation throw. You can see there's not a ton of room to fit that ball, but he does it good there. So again, just another good example of when Brewer is decisive is when he's at his best. And if he can stay in this mindset and stay in this mode here, then Utah's got a chance to be really good. Quick hitch, ball's out, able to pick up another first down. Here's the type of throw that we saw Brewer make in the spring game, a decisive throw, right? When Brewer is decisive is when he's at his best. Good throw, pretty decent coverage. Doesn't have the strongest arm, so he has to have a good anticipate the throw, which he does well. So anticipation leads to a good decisive throw. So we're going to have this out route at the top of the screen. Safety is off. Brewer does a good job. Quick hitch, ball gets out for a first down against Oklahoma. So again, to be decisive, you have to throw with anticipation, something that Charlie Brewer does, and he's at his best when he is decisive, but the anticipation leads to decisiveness. So a good example there, and he showed that in the Utah spring game. Another good throw here by Charlie Brewer. We're going to see a deep just cross route here, a little dig route. Great protection up front, fits into a tight space, even though the receiver takes a hit. Good job by Brewer there. And again, being able to be patient leads to this decisive throw. Good blocking up front. No one here. He's able to see that the safety is going back here. Backer coming down here. So this leads to space here. So good read by Brewer. Be ready to be patient. Let the play develop. And then making the decisive throw there. Whenever he knows for sure that the receiver is coming open and that the defenders are out of the way, he's able to deliver a good throw. Let's see if I can go to a better angle. Here we go here. You can watch him, the good read, stay in the pocket, sees this guy go here, then he comes back to over here, able to make a good throw. Oops, good ball there. So here's Brewer throwing a touchdown here. We're going to see to the out route here. So we'll go ahead and watch it and then break it down a little bit because it's a good decisive throw. Yes, he's staring down the whole time there, but it's man-on-man coverage, and the ball is out before the receiver even breaks. So I guess he doesn't start it the whole time. He sees the safety go over here, then he gets back to his read here. See this man. We'll pause it right there. Right as the receiver is breaking, the ball is coming out. Brewer's throwing it to space. Good decisive throw, trusting his receiver. Again, when Brewer is at his best is when he is decisive. Not surprising, right? Like most quarterbacks, but just a good example of showing how good he can be. Looks at the safety, able to deliver a good ball, touchdown there. Another great example here, Brewer showing his legs, but you see more than just a decisive run. He's got some speed to him and can accelerate when needs. So you'll see him in this area make a guy miss and then get upfield. Good job, use a blocker, smart runner, get upfield. Good job there. Gets inside the 5-yard line here. Let's watch from this angle. And notice, yes, being a smart runner, but he does have some speed, and he's going to be a more elusive than probably defenders think. Good job setting up his block, able to beat the DB there, then takes a hit to get inside the 5-yard line. Good example here, Brewer. Charlie Brewer using his legs when the play breaks down. I think we're going to see him do this often this year in 2021. It will take off. Does he get a first down? Yeah, right about or close to it. But again, when the play breaks down, he can use his legs to pick up the first down. This is really going to put defenses in a kind of a suboptimal situation. Someone's going to have to spy on him in the Pac-12. Good athlete there. Good example using his legs for a first down. So again, just a few clips that show Charlie Brewer when he's at his best, being decisive, throwing with anticipation, using his legs, and then being able to bounce back from a rough game that we saw against Texas Tech and having that kind of clutch gene, if you will, but just finding a way to win and being kind of gritty about it, right? Just getting a way to win. But I want to hear from you. What do you think about Charlie Brewer in 2021? Can he lead Utah to a Pac-12 championship? What does he need to do, and what does Utah need to do to win a Pac-12 championship? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on our next quarterback-related video.